Hi everyone. To start off, I just want to say hello and I hope everyone's doing well this final stretch of the semester. And this is going to be my organizational assessment video. Um, of course, I'm still working on my project and trying to get everything situated as I'm writing it, but I think I have a pretty good outline, and doing this assignment actually really did help me get my thoughts together. But to answer the questions, number one, what were the findings from your individual sanctuary environmental assessment and staff practice survey? What I was able to figure out, and I put this in my assignment from week 11 as well, but there is definitely not a lot of freedom or autonomy or decision-making opportunities within the agency, and this seems like to be a major concern amongst the staff. As I also noticed that, the direct staff answers on the survey differed from the supervisors, and that I feel that the supervisors were kind of biased and just going by like how to like make it sound good basically. That's how I perceived it anyway. There are safety concerns amongst the agency, and also feelings of being ill prepared and lacking as far as trauma-informed care. And then in number two, what were the findings from the sanctuary environmental assessment and staff practice surveys taken by the coworkers? Overall, there's just a major feeling of the coworkers not feeling respected by the supervisors, and this is something that I think would really impact the agency, because respect should be on both sides, supervisors and staff. But if staff is feeling not respected by the supervisors, they're not going to want to do their jobs basically. And what is your proposed intervention or agency change? So this couple of interventions that I decided I'm going to take on is including goals as far as lowering the caseload of the staff, because that seems to be something that is unfairly distributed, no matter, because of a standard caseload that they go by. I don't think I think that needs to change and be altered, perhaps like where it should go by what the staff is able to do and what they are comfortable with, versus them getting handed the most complicated cases and a person taking on the most complicated ones. So it needs to be distributed more fairly. There needs to be meetings conducted in a way that addresses any type of concerns or discrepancies in the workplace, and that way they can do that in a respectful, monitored, designated time. And this also includes having trauma-informed trainings or competency trainings, so that they can get a better handle on their trauma-informed care services. And then overall just addressing the safety concerns of the agency amongst the staff. And then, how has your proposed intervention agency change been shaped by the assessment findings? Well, like I said, the assessment showed staff having similar feelings of not being respected, not having the autonomy that they needed, just all sorts of things. So it's just kind of going by that survey is how I was able to come up with the suggestions and need for change or changes. And then, how is your proposed intervention agency change connected to one of the 7 sanctuary commitments? The one that I felt out of all of them goes with this is the growth and change, which is the very last 7th sanctuary commitment. And the current situation does not allow for an efficient and friendly environment, and this can actually impact a client's client satisfactory and what the services they provide to their clients, because that can be projected onto the clients, and that's not something that we want. And also it could help not lead to burnout, which is something that could be experienced by the staff, and change is basically needed in order to see more positive outcomes for the future for this agency. And then the last question, how has this assignment prepared you for working for and within organizations as a social worker? So this assignment has allowed me to analyze and utilize the surveys. There were, as you know, y'all did it, so we all had to go through all of the different surveys and going through different ways of being able to research and determine what changes could be made for this agency. And I'm sure that differs between all of us and the different things that we were able to point out. But as social workers, it's important for us to be able to do that and to do those analyzations. And as far as and as for the agency to grow and be a better agency, it's important. And then as a social worker, it is crucial to understand and be empathetic of people's concerns, much like with the staff on this case study, to be able to establish those short and long-term goals that will inevitably end up helping the staff, supervisors, and overall, again, the client satisfactory. So it's literally like everyone needs, we need change to provide better services and to be respectful of everyone. And that is all I have for you. So thank you guys for listening, and I hope everyone's doing great.